Tenacious Scott, this guy.
He certainly is. He's determined, that's for sure.
Creeping out from behind Nick Matthews' legs there.
Well, we see the speed from Alan Klein, but he was wrong-footed and out of position, and there's no coming back from that against Nick Matthew.
10-6.
Incredible recovery, but couldn't get the next one, and that means Nick Matthew now has 4 game balls.
That was a fantastic rally. That was by far the best rally we've seen so far, and I think that's a case of Nick Matthew perhaps turning the screws, turning the heat up a bit and showing what he can do.
Well, then he's turned the screw there in the first game, as you pointed out. And it's Nick Matthew who'll be very happy after that first game. Nick Matthew now leads 6-1. Pretty quick fire. It's only been 5 minutes in this second game.
He's got to find a way to halt Nick Matthews' momentum.
Well, well, there you go. Just slot the ball into Nick. Incredibly tight to the front.
That's the answer then.
6
inches.
Yep.
Keeping it short there again. Alan Klein perhaps being forced to move it to the back where he'd rather not be. Great lob from Nick Matthew.
Well, there we see a trickle boast from Alan Klein himself. He just got outfoxed by Nick Matthew on the other side, and then coming in with a response of his own on the front left.
Taking a rest there at the back of the court, Alan Klein. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Beautiful into the back of the court.
7-10.
Well, just acknowledging to Nick Matthew that maybe it was slightly fortuitous. Players generally, when they hit that width, I mean, he's hit a great shot, but they normally apologise for the nick.
Slightly disingenuous, I reckon. I think he needs all the ones he can get.
Well, and he went for his trademark drop, but off balance, and it's Nick Matthew that closes out the second game. And we're talking such fine margins, the difference between the two players and how they're going about it and the targets they're hitting. But you just see every time Nick Matthew strikes the ball, there's such a purpose on it, and the target is really refined. You see again, just dying out in the back of the court, and it's just a major thing, isn't it? You see lots of players, and maybe a few of Alan Klein's have been sort of cannoning off the back court. And it's just those levels of accuracy that make the difference.
It's the floorboards, isn't it? It's those training drills to the tiniest part of a floorboard at the back corner.
6.
Well, as we talk about accuracy, another pinpoint drop shot from Nick Matthew. Well, it's a vicious angle from Nick Matthew. Ripped the ball around the court and then pounced on the follow-up. Another outright winner into the back of the court, and it gives Nick Matthew 5 match points.
Not quite good enough, that lob from Alan Klein. And he's made to pay.
It's another drive to the back of the court that clinches the match for Nick Matthew.
Matthew won by 3 games to love.
So 3-love to Nick Matthew, the #1 seed. He took that match 11-6, 11-7, 11-5 in 38 minutes of squash.
Handout 6-10. Game ball.
tempted there, wasn't he, Mossad, for his opponent? He just can't help it. It's like he's got a heat-seeking device on his racket for his opponent.
He resisted and got on with it though.
Yeah, exactly. It's good that he's boshing him out of the way, he's playing the ball, and there's the error. So Mossad rewarding himself by playing the ball.
God, the power from Mossad.
Handout 10-5. Game ball.
5 game balls for Abdul Gawad in a very odd match.
11-5.
There it is.
Game to Gawad. Games are 1-all.
So he finally wakes up.
Can't be a let, can it?
No.
Game to Mossad.
Nope.
14-12. Mossad leads 2 games.
It's got to be a no let. Had to be a no let. Took the wrong line there.
Yeah.
Mossad. 3 games to
Oh,
1.
thank goodness for that.
11-6.
71 minutes of squash. Omar Mossad wins 11-6, 5-11, 14-12, 11-9, 3 games to 1.